as a fan of this team, I said in each and every video, I said it at the start of this series, that I never expected this team to win the series. I just never did. But for them to do it in this fashion, it's so leafy, as they say. Before I go into the game and what I think needs to happen moving forward, as much as this pains me to do, I have to congrats the Boston Bruins for outlasting the Toronto Maple Leafs in this best of 7 series and exercising their demons of the 3-1 leads and all that stuff and beating the Leafs today in overtime to move on to round 2. I think we all agree, Leaf fans, Boston fans, that the Florida Panthers are going to be an incredibly tough task. We knew it was going to be tough for whoever got through the series. But good luck the rest of the way, and we'll see you next year, I guess. Now to this team. We hear before the game all the Austin Matthews stuff, right? Because we're all thinking, well, Austin Matthews could be in the game. And then a lot of people are like, no, don't play him. Don't play him. You've won 2 games. I'm like, dude, this guy is your MVP. He's one of the best players in the game. Are you really not going to play him if he's available? No, of course not. So we hear the news that he is leaning available. And we're all like, okay, cool. Let's go. And then about, an hour before puck drop, Elliot Friedman drops that all 3 goaltenders, where they got off the second bus or something like that, and it looks like Ilya Samsonov could start. And we're like, I beg your freaking pardon? What are we talking about here? And then as it gets closer and closer and closer to puck drop, then you see Samsonov lead them out for a warm-up. The Toronto Maple Leafs, if any Bruin fans are watching this, you saw firsthand as to why this fan base is tortured every single year. Now, I know to a lot of fans that's a lot of fun to watch, and I get that because the Leafs have the biggest fan base, so it's a lot of nut jobs involved in the fan base. So I get it; it's easy to hate them. Totally understand why people hate the Leafs. I get it. Why do people hate the Dallas Cowboys? Exactly. And then we see Joseph Woll's not playing. And then all Leaf fans are like, what? Did he get hit in practice? And then all we can think about is on that goal with 0.1 of a second left, when he went like basically jumping over to try and make that save, did he aggravate something? We'll probably hear, I don't know, in the next few days or so as to what the hell happened. Maybe we'll never know. I don't know. But Samsonov gets the start, and I think every single Leaf fan's positive mindset of like, yeah, we got Joe Woll, we're in good shape, flipped to, oh my God, this could be happening again. Now, is Ilya Samsonov the reason the Leafs lost today? No, he's not the sole reason the Leafs lost, no. That the first goal they scored, however, I didn't like that the puck went through him. That's a painful look. But we knew it was dead even after 2 periods of play. Shots on goal were basically dead even after 2 periods. It was incredible. You know, I was watching the game with a couple buddies, and I think it was like a 1-1 game or a 0-0 game at the time. And I'm like, fellas, it is a tie game in Game 7. Shots are identical. Like, this is how crazy this series has been. It's been nuts. Then I think it was Carlo blew a tire in the corner. Bert picks it up, gives it to Matthews, and beautiful dish to Nylander, who I don't know how he got a good shot off, but he did, and he beat Swim, and he gave the Leafs a 1-0 lead with just under 11 minutes to play. And the Leafs, again, do what they've done all year long. Fall asleep right after a goal. And that fourth line of James Van Riemsdyk. What is his first name? Brazeau? Jeff Brazeau? John Brazeau? Who cares? Jordan Brazeau. The 6'5" right-handed shot that used to play with the Toronto Maple Leafs organization. Of course. They dominated all night long, that fourth line. They absolutely caved in that Leafs fourth line. And Hampus Lindholm kind of flutters a puck on through a little bit of a screen. Samsonov goes right under his arm. A minute 20, or was it a minute 21 after the Leafs get the lead in a 0-0 hockey game in the third period. Now we're basically halfway through the third period. You have the lead, where goals have been so hard to come by this entire series. In a minute 21 after you score to take the lead, you give it right back. It's what the Leafs have done all year long. It's what this franchise is known to do. And then we go to overtime. And I think I can speak for most Leaf fans when I say overtime, TD Garden, Game 7, I had zero confidence. And a puck shot in by, I think either Lindholm or Carlo. And God, the glass in Boston and the freaking boards in Boston are crazy. Goes off the boards right in front of the net. Pasternak picks it up. Backhand beats Samsonov. Series over. And as I mentioned earlier, congrats to the Bruins. I mean, look, you guys know that Boston knows how to win, and I hate it. As a Toronto sports fan, I hate Boston teams, but we're supposed to hate each other, right? That's sports. But as a Toronto sports fan and as a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, all we know is sadness. The reason why I've been so negative in this series, even after the wins, I've always kind of countered with, but it's the Leafs, is because you go into the series, we're all like, great, it's Boston again. This should go very well. You get your ass kicked in game 1, right? And you're thinking, well, that sucks. Then Matthews puts the team on his back and wins game 2. Remember, you don't have William Nylander for the first 3 games of this series. And then you come back home and you play 2 lifeless games and you lose both and you're down 3-1. And the mindset at that point in time for Leaf fans were, well, now at least there's going to be change. You get your teeth kicked in. You show that you can't do it. Something's got to give. But that's not how this team works. They lure you back in. The Nyes overtime goal. The 2 Willie Nylander goals at home a couple days ago. You force a Game 7 in Boston. In fact, you score the first goal of the game with half a period to go. And they rip it out of you. Every time. And for me, I still hope the dam bursts. And I truly, truly, truly hope it will. The top of MLSE, I don't think it's Tannenbaum anymore. It's Keith Pelly, I think, is the new guy at the helm. The Shanna plan has not worked. It will not work. I'm ready to see Shanny out. Will it happen? We'll see. Sheldon Keefe, I would be absolutely baffled if he is the coach by the freaking draft. And the one thing I'm going to end off with, well, for one thing, I think Samsonov just played his last game as a Leaf. That's one thing I want to put out there as well. Even though, again, not his fault per se, but yet again, not so great goal goes in a game 7, right? It sucks. I think Mitch Marner, it's possible, but I don't think so. I don't believe it will, just because it's the Leafs and good things can happen. But Mitch Marner, I would be totally okay with not playing another game as a Leaf. Now, again, is that a little reactionary for right now? It's quite possible. But watching him throughout this series, and for me more in particular tonight, he's soft. I mean, I'm watching Willie Nylander in the last game have 3 hits. He had 32 hits all season long. Do the math. 32 hits in 82 games. That is less than 1 every 2 games. He had 3 in the last game, including one that was actually a pretty sizable hit. He also scores tough goals. He scored you both your goals in game 6. Mitch Marner today, there were 2 instances for me that I saw, and I'm like, yeah, I've seen enough. I'm good. One, he had the puck below the goal line and an opportunity to cut right into the front of the net, maybe jam away at it or backhand it and cause havoc in front of the net. Who knows what would have happened? He turns and goes to the corner. Doesn't go to the front of the net. Nothing happens there. Puck goes the other way. Another instance, Leafs come down to a 3-on-2. An opportunity to score. He stops just inside the blue line, looks for somebody, can't find anybody, spins around in a circle, tries a backhand sauce to the middle of the ice, gets picked off, goes the other way. All this cute shit, all this foo-foo, nice edges on his skates and this, and all these slippery, all this, I don't care. In the playoffs, you don't have that space. In the playoffs, you got to get ready to be hit or to get into the greasy areas. Mitch Marner does not do that. And if he can't do it in a Game 7 in Boston, hell, even in overtime, it was only 2 minutes in overtime, can't really say that. In a Game 7, in this close of a game, to try and put your team in front, to push them to the next round, I don't want you around. I'm watching Matthews. I don't know what he's hurt with. We don't know. He clearly didn't look okay. He's over there throwing the body, getting tackled by Hampus Lindholm in the corner after throwing a hit against the guy. They caused a turnover on the first goal, and think about it, right? Everyone's thinking shot Matthews, shot. Swayman goes down. Matthews sauce passes the middle of the ice to Nylander. Gorgeous play. Meanwhile, did anybody even see Mitch Marner tonight? How many minutes did he play today? Where's Mitch? Mitchell Marner played 20 minutes tonight. Did it feel like it? No. Now, this could be a little reactionary, but from what I witnessed tonight, he was a ghost. And you go to this series, and I don't know what his exact numbers were in this series exactly. Is that 3 points in 7 games? A goal, yeah. Well, the goal was a meaningless goal when you were down 3-0 in Game 3. He had an assist in the on what was that goal? On the Jake McCabe goal. It was literally Tomey won the faceoff, and Marner just pushed it back to the point to Jake McCabe. So that's one assist. And then he had an assist in the 4-2 loss in game, what was that? Game 3? Yeah, Game 3. No, 4? 3. Who cares? I think it was Game 3. And do the math, guys. Where's Mitch Marner in games 5, 6, and 7? 0 points. It sucks, man. It really does. All right, Leafs Nation. Well, I'm going to wrap it up there and let the offseason begin. And I'm truly, truly hoping for some change. Because this team, this franchise, this fan base needs and deserves it. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. In the last game of the season, I want to thank everybody, whatever fan of which team you are, whether you're a Leaf fan or anybody else. Okay, quit the text messages. Thank you. For anybody joining the page, I love you. Thank you very much for joining the page. I appreciate you guys coming on. Hopefully you come back next season, even though, I don't know. But I appreciate everyone coming on regardless, showing support to the page. It does mean a lot. I do put a lot of effort into this stuff, so I appreciate it. And as I said, to the Boston Bruins, congratulations. And good luck in the next round against the Panthers. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. You enjoyed the video and not the result. Hit that like button. I do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not done so already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. What'd you like, what'd you not like from the game for the Toronto Maple Leafs? What do you think needs to be done? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys. God. Now it's Blue Jays edition only. Good Lord. Tomorrow afternoon, 1:35 first pitch in D.C. against the Nationals. Alek Manoah starts. So we'll see how that one goes. And as for the Toronto Maple Leafs, who knows? I could be talking to you very shortly if Sheldon Keefe is fired. Otherwise, I'll talk to you guys next news cycle for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. And thank you so much for all the support this season. We'll talk to you guys then.